Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today I'm going to be trying to teach you how to build in my Suburban style found in the Allium server on Roseville, because a lot of people seem to have trouble with it, apparently. So yeah, let's dive into this. So over here I've got an example, but we'll take a look at that in a second, and it's not the best example because I kind of messed up, but it's more of a warm-up. But here we have a bunch of blocks for building your suburban house with. So each of these has a purpose, and this is really just my suggested palette. You can use pretty much any block you want for any of these, but this is my suggestion. So first up, you've got your foundation blocks, so you know, your base layer of the house. So you can either use stone bricks or normal bricks. I usually prefer normal bricks, but in certain ones I'll use stone bricks. Usually I'll use stone bricks if the building is red or this terracotta, like a reddish one, but I'll use stone bricks in a lot in the other ones. And then these, I haven't really done a whole lot of playing around with just yet. They'll look good as walls, maybe not the warped so much as the crimson, but they'll look good as the outer walls, and yeah, just kind of play around with the whole thing. And anyway, so yeah, these are the wall blocks, which is the next layer of the house. This example is also not entirely finished. I kind of gave up on it partway through, but next up we have the floors and porches. So for any porches or floors, that's also the upper floor. And then you have your roof blocks, so this is for the lining on the edge, and then this is for the filling in the middle. Now, I'll give you my suggestions here in a second for all of these different blocks. And then over here you've got your detailing blocks. Now, you can use any fence you want, just my suggestion is make sure it matches the same wood you build your porch with. And here, you know, you've got your driveway and sidewalk blocks, and then you've got your window blocks, you know. I'd suggest using these if you do 2-layer walls, which I'll explain. And then we have the 4 doors and trapdoor, the 2 doors and 2 trapdoors that we'll be using. So this is your front door, or this is what you want to use for a front door. This is what you want to use for a back door. They just fit that aesthetic very well. And then this is what you want to use for shutters, for the little shutter things on the side. Maybe even now you actually have the warped trapdoors. Oh no, those aren't solid. Why did I think those were solid? Never mind that then. And you've got these for any sort of planters of any kind. So yeah, this is sort of the palette you want to use. Now, my suggestion, first off, you can choose any of these. It's up to you. I don't have a suggestion for these blocks. And then, you know, you want to use oak for the porch, one of these 2 for the floor, and then one of these 2 for any upper floors that you do. And then, you know, I normally use the smooth quartz stairs, and I usually use these, but these and these also work. That's normal quartz stairs and normal blackstone stairs. And then over here, as long as the fence is the same color of wood that you used to build your porch, it should look pretty good. I just suggest you surround it with your foundation block, because for some reason that just looks better. I don't know why. And then you have your glass blocks, and if you do a 2-layered wall, allow me to demonstrate here. Let me get that block too. If you do a 2-layer wall like this, so let's do our foundation layer, our main layer, and then let's get a floor block. You have your floor like this, and then you've got this. So this is the inside of your wall, this is the outside of your wall, so it's like wallpaper. If you do that, then you're gonna want to use solid blocks. So then you've got your inset windows. That's what I did for this house over here. I don't know why I didn't just show that, but yep, that's your how you want to do these windows. And if you just do 1-layer walls, which I personally prefer because they're easier to work with, then you'll want to use glass panes. They just look a little better, and they've got the inset, and they add depth, all that sort of stuff, or all that good stuff. So then just tear down this display. I'll rebuild it when I release this world download. But yeah, now let's build an actual example of a house. So using our palette that we have here, let's go with, you know what? Let's do my house on Allium, because I'm sure everybody loves that, or at least a house themed around that. And then I believe I just use normal glass panes, and of course I use this as a door and this as a back door. And I didn't use either of these. I didn't do shutters. Maybe I did do shutters. I don't know. But anyway, doesn't matter. We're gonna build a little display house. So let's try. I'm gonna try to design it the way I did on Allium. So front, a little jutting out, back like this. Essentially, you just want to make an interesting shape, but keep it kind of blocky. It works best when you do that. So again, we'll just like this, and then this. This is essentially just the same shape as my Allium house, but bigger. Let's actually go like that. I don't know. You try to keep round edges like out of the build because it doesn't look quite right. And then there you go. Actually, hold on. That's you know what? That's fine. I don't care. Although it'll be easier to work with. So yeah, that's your base layer, and then you want to build up your walls like so. You know, let me do that real quick. And there you go. That is it. Now, normally I wouldn't build something this wide and blocky, but in this particular case, I think it works. So yeah, that is the basics, the basic house layer. So now we have to do the roof, which is a bit of a challenge. So the way you want to do it, you want to make sure you've got plenty of these like overhangs. Like this, so make sure you got that. And a thing to keep in mind is when you're making your house, let me build a quick example. A lot of people tend to make roofs that just wrap around their house, like that just wraps the shape of their house, and it doesn't look great. So instead of doing what most people do, which is like this, and then I mean, this is a bit of a bad example because it's too small, but essentially they just do a shape that wraps around their house, when instead what you should do for the Suburban roofs is you want to you want to make sure that things are all facing the same sort of direction. So you want to do this instead of that round shape, and it just looks much better than the round shape does for the specific Suburban style. It just, works a little better. Let me get some proper bricks. I was not ready for this. So, boom. See, that looks just so much better, doesn't it? Hold on, that roof just looks a lot better than the other one. But it's also much more scaled down than this, so I'll have a better example on here. But anyway, let me just get rid of all this. And another thing is you don't want to use the same material all the way throughout the whole house. You want to use a lining material. So in this example, I'm using smooth quartz. And you want to use a filling material in the middle, which is polished blackstone brick stairs. That is what I'm using. And so let's do this. And in this particular case, you can bring it up like that, and it actually looks pretty good. Just try not to keep everything connected. So you want to have bits at the end where it opens up like this. And I might change the shape of this slightly because I don't like it as it is. I don't like this by blocking it. You know what? I'll deal with it. I'll deal with that when I get there. It's not important. So let's... Yeah, so now I'm going to build a roof. Also, if you end up with an odd number of blocks, you can just turn a stair upside down, and it looks okay. It doesn't look bad. I don't know how. No, that doesn't look right. But you can do whatever you want. You end up with an odd number of blocks. Set it up however you like. Alright, so about here is where you want to start using your filling block when you're connecting the frames. Now, I've made this job harder on myself because I don't have the proper foresight for anything. But yeah, so you essentially just want to connect things until they look natural. If you have anything like this, always save it for last so you can figure it out and figure out how it's going to work into your design, which is exactly what I'm going to do here, and what I do pretty much every time, really. But yeah, make sure that if you do this, make sure you always save it for last, that way you can figure things out. Alright, so now we have this. Here's the thing. So we want to, first off, we want to get this filled in like that. And you don't want to block that. So you just want to get that filled in so it looks nice. And then you just start to bring it down into the house. You essentially just bring it down into itself. Like this. That's not what you want to do. And there you go. So then you just finish filling that in. Like that. Let's see. No, I think I'll just leave that as it is. And that, oh, and we should probably get this. And there you go. That is the basic structure of the house done. You just gotta do some of this, filling in some of these gaps. Make sure you got all of them. It's much easier to spot these from the inside, honestly, so I'm gonna do that. And there's no light coming from there. You can actually take that out because you don't need it. And then you just fill this in like that. I'll have to give myself night vision in a second, but just do this and that and that. Okay, so now that we have finished this, let's go back outside for a second. Now that you finished the outside, what's next? So you have done the roof. Now we do this stuff. So let's grab, let's see, we've already got the glass pane. Let's get some oak for the porch. And this. And then we start building the porch. So in this case, it's a little more difficult because it's only one story to do the porch. I can't extend the roof much further without it looking weird. So this porch may not have... Yeah, let's not do a porch. Let's not do a traditional porch. Let's do something a little different. Let's do one of those things where... I'm sure you've seen this. You just sort of walk up and it's like into... I don't know how to describe it. It's like into the house. It's the only way I can really explain it. Let's try that. And then something, it's like something like that, and then you just put the door in. Come on, mouse. Like this. I don't know how to properly explain it, but it looks like this essentially when it's done. Maybe take that out and instead just cover that with normal oak. And then you've got yourself like a really nice sort of entranceway. So if you want to do it something like that, you can. Don't put that on there. That doesn't look right. And then I guess if you want to do that, or you can just leave this the wood out entirely. It's up to you. It's your house. I'm gonna do it without wood because it's looks nicer on the inside, and you'll probably be spending more time inside than outside. Maybe no. I guess it's well, no. I guess that's not true. But you'll be spending more time looking at the inside than you will the outside. So I'd rather have it look a little bit nice on the inside. So I'm just gonna fill in the floor real quick while I'm talking. But yeah, so that's what you want to do is make. Normally, if it's a 2-floor house, you want to make a porch. If it's a 1-floor, I'd suggest this. If you don't want to do this, I'm gonna actually take that off. If you don't want to do this, you can do a normal porch and just extend the roof somehow. It's up to you how you do that. Maybe you would had instead put the porch on your front thing, and you put like, well, it's not that high, that won't work. You do something like, no, that's too low. Okay, that's gonna have to work. Essentially just boom, 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 and then you come across like that. And, if you want, you can just do something like that. Maybe wood there. Let's put just some oak stairs, I guess. It's up to you what you put here. But yeah, so you just put that, and then you can do a porch like this. And let's go get oh, no, I got some. And then got yourself a porch, although it would probably be on a much bigger scale in other builds. It's just that in this particular build, it is not. I'm gonna stick with the front. No, it doesn't look the best here. I'm gonna stick with the other door because it'll work better in this case. I just didn't leave myself enough room for the front porch. So yeah, let me just mine this all away and put that there. So yeah, you'll want to go with this type of design if it's a smaller house, with the other type of design if it's a larger house. If you want, you can even add a ceiling block at like this level. You can just kind of cover this up with something. Up to you how you do it. Which is, you know what? That's actually what I'm gonna do. I only did the stairs thing on Roseville because I was in survival. But since I'm in creative, I have access to this block, which is what I like to use for the ceiling of the house, because it looks like it's the closest thing in this game to that that ceiling stuff that's got like the little bumps and stuff in it. So, you know, it just looks the best for this, in my opinion. Well, no, I guess diorite does have that, so you could always use diorite, but I'm not going to use it because I don't like the way it looks in this case. So I'm just going to go with this instead. I don't mind diorite at all. It's just that I don't want to use it in this example because it is not the right block for me. Anyway, so let's continue doing that. And like that. Oop, like that. And then like so, and then bring that across like so, and then that, and then that, and then that. So there you go. That should be about it. Ooh, let me fix that. That's gonna drive me crazy if I leave it that way. So anyway, yeah. Or you could instead just inset the door. So it's like that, and now you have your house. So what shall you do with this house? That is up to you, but I will build a little example. So let's go. I shouldn't have deleted all my stuff. Let's get some glass and sort of do that. And that. And while we're at it, let's cover this wall. And let's do this. Nope, actually, that's not a good idea. This is mainly deciding where you want windows. There's no specifics to this. There's no real like trick to it. Just build them where you want them. Actually, you know, I don't want a window here. I don't want to look at my neighbors. We'll just leave that wall blank and I can use it for something. And then back here you can put little stairs. Stairs? Let's do... I'm feeling oak still. I'm not going to do anything with this space yet because I have ideas that I want to do. So let's go out and get a second color of terracotta. So it doesn't matter which one you use. I'm going to go with light blue because I personally prefer it for this type of thing. And you've probably seen this in the Allium series, but essentially, if you make another room, unless you do the double layered wall thing, which I did in this house, I'll actually just show that real quick. This house has 2 layers of wall to it. So if you mind that, there's another one. Just so it's like wallpaper, you know. And I mean, I think this house turned out quite good. I liked it. But yeah, so I just use that as wallpaper, and then you get on here, and that exists. So yeah, that is a good example of the 2-layer, but over here we only have 1 layer because it's a lot smaller than that one. This one I built, other than this, I tried to build it to be a little more survival friendly. Let's do it like that so that I have space for something I'm going to build over here. And then you can add a door wherever you like, so you can add a door here. And let's get rid of all that again. And then you can build yourself like a little desk, slabs. Build yourself a little desk like I did. And then because I don't want to be deprived of light, let's get some panes. And yeah, so then, you know, you can do that, and then get a bed, do that, and then, you know, you got your little bedroom. You can even put a little door on it if you want. Let me go get this door, so I don't feel like searching it in the creative menu. And, you know, you got your bedroom. You can do whatever you want. And then over here, I can build, let me get a night vision potion, because this is about to run out. We can build a little kitchen area, so I like to use polished diorite. I think this block looks okay. A lot of people don't like it, but maybe that's just because you don't like diorite. But polished diorite's better, I swear, as you can see. And this can kind of be a little kitchen area. And a lot of suburban style houses that I've been to, the kitchen area has been right next to the back door. I'm sure people can relate. So let's use an acacia door here, because it is a good back door type thing. And maybe I'll even make a texture pack so it can you can do some cool things, but we'll see about that. Anyway, let's build some counters. So let's do some dark oak counters. How about that? Let's do it just like that. And if you want to do a chimney, I could do a chimney. I'm deciding most of this on the fly, so it's probably not the best idea for a video, but I have trouble sticking to a script. So yeah, you've got your stove and whatever you want on it. And then, you know, we can use barrels for the cabinets. So you can do boom, 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 and boom. Then you got boom, 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 and boom, and potion of night vision. Okay, and there you go. There's your little kitchen area. You can even do some little counters down here if you want. Entirely up to you how you do your kitchen. My kitchen has an island, so I guess I'll just build one there. Although that'll work, I guess. Or should I just make the island like that? That looks too thin. Looks like it's on a diet. You know what? It works. It works for this. This is just supposed to be an example. I don't know why I'm overthinking this as much as I am. Anyway, next up, let's get some crimson wood in here. Because I like using this type of wood for a couch. It just looks like correct, you know. So, you know, you've got your, let's do it like that, and then, too long there, that's just gonna block the door, so no, unless I do this, because I can do it like this and that. That doesn't look good unless you put it like that, in which case you'd have to do this, but yeah, making decisions on the fly. Totally the best choice for making a video. There's some good advice for you, you know? And then, you know, you got your TV. I'm way overthinking this, honestly. And you got your you got your TV stand with built-in speakers. Or I guess you could do that for your speakers. That's not what I meant to do. That doesn't look right. There we go. So there you go. And yeah, that should work. And then maybe, say, let's see, white, terracotta. Say maybe you got an office over here, maybe, or something like that. So let's take the desk out of the bedroom and instead do an office. I'm not building a bathroom in Minecraft, even though it is necessary in real life. It is not in Minecraft. So then, you know, you do... Wait, okay, I'm dumb. I should have just done that from the start. And then... Actually, you know what, maybe this should be pushed back a block. Interior design is not my strong suit, as you can tell. So then, yeah, you just toss that there. Please say yes. Okay. That's a thing that only does that on Bedrock Edition. And, you know, you've got your working office area. I don't know who would put their desk like this, what kind of psychopath they are, but it is what it is, you know? Let's do a quick little backyard. Let's see. Let's do the little grill that I designed. And you got your grill, and you can do that. And if you really want to, you can do this. And you got a smoking grill. And there's a way you can, with a data pack, an armor stand data pack from Vanilla Tweaks, you can even do some meat cooking on the grill if you really want to. But that's, yeah, that's good. And actually, you know what? A lot of kitchens that I've seen in suburban houses have a window out the back, which is nice. So then, you know, you get glass, and yeah, they've got a little window, and there you go. That is pretty much the house completed. Let me get some spruce trapdoors, or not spruce doors, spruce trapdoors as shutters. So this just adds some depth to the walls, but you feel free to add depth to the walls however you want. So yeah, that is pretty much the whole thing done. Now, if you want, you can add details to these walls however you'd like. On the far side, what I usually like to do over here is build, if you've ever seen one of those little things off the side of houses, they're like these fan things. You can build that. You can even build, let's get some iron blocks, like a water tank or whatever these things are. And let's see, do some bars and like that, and then, you know, there's little electric boxes. So I don't know, it's up to you how you do it. Once again, I've been saying that a lot in this video, I know. And yeah, that is pretty much the whole thing done. Now, as a quick recap, since I ended up doing a lot more than I was expecting, you want to start with a base layer, either bricks or stone bricks. You want to have a wall material. One of these 8 is my suggestion, but you can use pretty much any shade of terracotta, and some shades of concrete will work. Yeah, you don't want to use yellow terracotta or orange terracotta, because those two don't look good, I guess. Let's see, yeah, pretty much all of these will look good, other than maybe pink, yellow, and orange. The rest will look good. None of these, though. And then, you know, you want to pick your floor color and a porch color as well. And then you should use these if you make a second floor. Only use this one if you're really good at detailing, because it is difficult to work into a build and have it look good. Unless maybe you want to go with the shag carpet look, because it kind of looks like shag carpet, but it's at the viewer's interpretation. Next up, you've got your roof. You want to make sure you do your lining. My suggestion is smooth quartz stairs, and black or polished blackstone bricks over these and over these. Over here, you want to use a matching color of fence posts to your porch color. These for any driveways, sidewalks, patios, etc. You want to use these for windows. Remember to use these for 2-layer walls and these for 1-layer. Front door, back door, shutters, and planters, which I'm actually going to do a little example of up here on the front. So you just do this, and this, and this, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And then you can get some leaves. Any leaves will work. I'm going to go with jungle leaves, because they've got those little berry-looking things, and I kind of like that. And that, and that, and that, and that. Actually, Boom, boom, boom. And, you know, I wouldn't suggest it on the back because it doesn't look great, but you can do whatever you want. And, you know, those are your little planners. And, okay. So yeah, that is my tutorial. That went on for almost exactly an hour. My recording software says that. So I'm going to have an hour of footage to edit. This ought to be fun, you know? Please enjoy this video. I hope you did. Please take away any tips that you can from it. If you would like a more specific tutorial, like how to build a specific house, or just like how to build a suburban house specifically, and I'll give you like actual directions, like put this here, instead of just giving you a general guide, I will gladly do so, but only in suburban style, because that's one of the only styles I'm good at. Please take my advice. I put an hour of work into this video, and possibly more in editing. Okay, bye now.